Alright, what's up, guys? It is Nick here with some raw day trading. Today sucks. I'm down a normal amount of $532, which is fine. 200 of which was just bad execution and not cutting a loss on a dip, a break of a ascending trend line that I didn't realize was there, that kind of holding for the pop back above the $6 level on this stock SOPA. Which kind of was popping up in the late afternoon. I was changing my setup. As you can see, my setup is looking just a little bit different. I'm still working on it. But this area right here that I have highlighted, it was pushing up here, kind of doing this like peak above high here and then reversing. And I was confident, maybe a little too confident, that I would be able to see like a little pop above 6 before I could unload, and it pops down to 80. I kind of get caught deer in the headlights. I don't cut it. It goes down to the 60s, and I'm like, fuck. And I was trading it up and through here with 500 shares, which, I made like $50 on. And then this trade right here put me down 400. Mainly because I held and because I increased my share size to 1,500 shares. And that was, I don't think it was a mistake to increase the share size. It's not that crazy of a share size, but the holding was, fuck. And just psychologically, I am not having a good time right now. Yesterday, so I guess we'll just start with the errors. So yesterday I stayed up till 11. Still woke up around 5:30. Did not go for a walk. Or did I go for a walk? I think I went for a walk. Yeah, I was awake. That wasn't the issue. Okay, so did that. And then I do this thing, like if the action kind of peters out, and then let's even just bring up this AIFF or look at this chart here. I can move my thing. So this was the main mover today, AIFF, and it really starts taking off around what's this? So 10, almost 11 o'clock. So it's like it halts up around 10:30, 10:40. And by this time, nothing else was moving but this. And I had already started eating. And I was really hungry for some reason. And I ate like a whole bunch of food. I think I had like 7 bananas and I was distracted watching YouTube and, just kind of like not even paying attention to the market. I was already down a couple hundred. Just not really having it. And then this goes, and I not really finding any edges on it. Like, honestly, that's just mainly what it is. Every time I clicked the buy button, it was a loss. And it just kept going straight up, and I just kept losing money on it. And so I stopped trading it, and I just kept watching it go higher, and I kept getting frustrated. And I kept it in lock. Like, I was down 300 or so, and it was fine, and whatever. But I got to figure out why I wasn't able to capitalize on this, and when was the time. I mean, I think here, this halt up above $5 was the real cue. This hold here, another cue. Yeah. Holy shit. And this, I didn't have the pivot marked out there, but this pivot gets hit right there and holds. So that was another cue. And this was really the only ball game in town. All right, so this was a difficult trade to, like, you really literally only had the halt open that you could have made money on, with the dip in the rib. And then down here, I don't know, maybe you had this right here you could have taken as sort of like a consolidation, this right here as sort of a consolidation dip. I probably would have skipped this one, and then maybe this right here as it's held. Probably would not have taken that, but it was moving very quickly, and you'll see in a second here. Okay, so those were the areas that I liked, just from a chart perspective. But in terms of like what was going on the action, it was very difficult to keep track of. And then it halts up again, and then this is where it's like, this thing's not dying. It's a really hard stock to trade, but it's not dying. And that's kind of like when it was game on, and then it goes from five to a lot. And I didn't really make any money at all. In fact, I lost money. And, you have this here, which I guess in another context might be kind of setting up as maybe a bearish signal, like something to get shorted. In this context, as it's holding, as it's not letting shorts out here, I don't think it's such a bearish context. So, and even you have, so you want to do trend lines, let's do trend lines. Let's go like this. You have this trend line that it's like getting supported on and all that bullshit. Man, I am emotionally hurt by today. I wasn't even hurt yesterday, and I lost like 1.5 times more. But as I say, stress is cumulative, and it accumulated. Okay, so you had a halt open here that sort of went straight down. Come on. Where is it? Right here. So it halts, dips down, and then goes right back and halts up again. I guess you could have taken that. That might have looked okay, but like, I would have had to size down so much. I don't know, man. This is just a wild name. Wild name. And because like if you're taking it over here and that rejects here, it's like, if it rejects, you can probably get out. Okay, so it halts up here, pops up higher. I guess you could have taken this. And then here, as it's kind of pushing the support, you can think about it. But I wasn't even thinking. Like, I was just like watching it. Literally, my brain was not working. A little bit of that, I think, had to do with I mean, probably a lot of it, honestly. I ate, as I said before, 7 bananas with like a whole tub of, you know, pumpkin butter, pumpkin seed butter, um, the nut butter or the seed butter. And it obviously didn't do me any favors in keeping up in a novel situation. And so, probably empty stomach is the way to go. From here on out, no matter what happens, just empty stomach, maybe a little coffee. But I've not really had any favors done by consumption of stuff ever. You know, consumption consumption of food, usually I usually overdo it, and I usually come into relaxed afterwards, a little spacey, and feeling too good, honestly. Plus, I'm distracted, and I walk away, and then I come back, and I'm out of sync with the name. Kind of just not sitting around. I didn't take any walks in the middle of the day. That was another. I just gotta, and then I was distracted by the chat. I was kind of picking fights with some trolley member just because he was so annoying, and I was red, and I was bummed out that I was red, and kind of letting my psychology, uh, my more base psychology, kind of run the show, and well, not really sure what else to say. Uh, let's look at some video because at 10 a.m. I knew the game was on basically, and I did not I did not capitalize. I'm not happy about that. Not happy. I'm not really happy at all right now. Um, yeah, honestly, I don't think it's depression, but I'm depressed about this specifically, and about my financial situation now, which is a whole nother thing, which is, this is the raw part of the day trading is, if you're not making money in the beginning of the year and you have to pay taxes from last year, and you're just like watching your account just dwindle as you pay expenses. That's just sometimes how depressing. God, that sounds so depressing. All right, I actually have to change. I was trying to avoid doing this, but I have to save this in a certain way. Testing. Let's go. Testing for T-chart solution. A 2-order entry. Yeah, because I'm trying to fucking switch some stuff around. And this is also part of it. Is like the more I'm trying to make some changes, and just like adjustments daily, and every time that it's a little less familiar, a little less familiar, a little less familiar. I think it gives almost permission structure for you to do for me to do dumb mistakes. Like when I change stuff, I'm like, oh, it's a new situation. Yeah. No, it's not really how it works. It's supposed to work. Ow, I hate looking at my account right now. It hurts a lot, but okay. Mm. Bum hammer. And just to add on top of all that, since I'm using you guys as a psychologist, which is perfect, you guys are like the best psychologists ever. You don't really say anything, at least till after in the comments, which, because nobody watches my videos, basically nobody comments, so it's okay too. But I can see this for myself later. By the way, day trading is risky. This is about average, what happens to everybody. It's a very hard game. Sometimes when I'm feeling good and when things are working out, it feels like I'm floating and like I'm untouchable. And then it is always, these days are always the foundation. They're the foundation of the rest of the days. All right, DOMH had news in the morning. I did not trade it pre-market. It could eat a dick. And I'm actually not even going to talk about it because I don't care. Nothing really happened into the open with it. It actually just kept dying and failing. I think I had one trade on it, maybe down here, and whatever, 2 trades, 3 trades. Okay. So I wasn't even trying, really. AIFF was good at making me lose money. I was green on it for a second. Where was I green? What did I do where I made money? Let's see this here. Pretty sure it was a dip, because that's the only way you can make money on a chart like this, is buying a dip. Because it's like a EEG. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And yeah. All right, so it's coming down here. I just buy that first candle after that, and I get green. Oh, this is green actually here for a second. I remember fighting in this area. Nothing really doing. Yep, down a lot, whatever. So I'm down 70. Where was I down? This is kind of just like mid-range fighting, and generally I do that because the speed of the out-of-range candles is just, it's just so fast, and I don't feel confident to take them. And then this one would just like skip. Oh, and then I'm trying to fight against that candle. Okay, that's seller. That's stupid. There's a seller there. Let me move this up here. This is down here on the bottom is the, yeah, and it's the chart on the right. Hopefully it'll be clear going forward. All right, so I lose $200 pretty quickly here, just churning around down here trying to take this. And then the only trade that worked was this dip below. Holy shit. That's wild. No, the only trade that worked was the dip below the red candle. Okay. This is basically just a fuck you stock. Because it took my money, then it just goes up. And I'm just like, fuck you. Okay, let's see. And then it's like, oh. I'm holding, it's hesitating, holding too long. I cut it, I'm red again. Okay, so what happens here? What's the rub? So I jump there at 60. I cut it too early. Actually, I cut it. It goes lower. Goes back higher. I jump back in. Huh. And I'm filled high. That's an annoying fucking fill. Oh my god. Oh. It's not going. It's not ripping. There's sellers there. I'm like, alright. What is going on here? Yeah, okay. So it wasn't that bad of a fill. It was okay, but then it just goes under, and then it goes back up. And then, yeah, multiple, too many trades for this. Okay, so I need to take the one, the dip under this would be the one. That would be the trade right there. Okay, cool. Man, maybe that would be the trade. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't give it enough time. I didn't give the dip enough time on there. I should have waited for that secondary dip where it actually pushed through. And then I would be able to hold here. Instead of being down $200. Okay, so now what it's actually doing is, look at that. That's a 1 minute setup. What's it going to do out of here? So I basically just chopped myself out in this consolidation. I buy that instantly. Just looking for that quick resolution. It's a little lackadaisical, so that probably shouldn't have been done. At least I got out at a good price. Let's see if we can get that dip below 50. I'm not sure here. Okay, so I get in, but it feels high. It's not doing, it's hesitating. Probably should cut it. No? Oh, nah, now it's going to go. No? Interesting. And then I'm going to jump in. Interesting. Now it's really going to rip. Oh, and I take that high fill. And I get that low cut. But then I get that trade, which was nice. Interesting. Is there a way I could have traded that better? Okay, let's go back and look at that section. Because I totally messed that up. I went from green to red as it consolidated and went higher. And so the 5 minutes closing here, and I'm basically buying into the 5 minute. Okay. So there was basically no real. The pullback was there, but it was basically the spread was the pullback. That little boom right there. Interesting. So I even took a high fill, and I still made money on that explosion. And that wasn't even a great trade. The halt is not super strong. Okay, so where were these points of entry? So I probably should have been looking at the 1 minute chart a little bit more instead of the level 2, which is very just trolly. Fuck the level 2. I hate the level 2 so much. I hate it. So that would have been my entry right there. See that right there? That little dip. Not there. There. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. So And what I've essentially done now is I've changed my charts to where the level 2 is actually closer to the chart, so I can have better reference of the level 2 and the chart at the same time. And it's going to be, actually, I think it's going to be really fantastic. We'll see tomorrow. I wanted to make it dark, but it just drives my eyes crazy, and I'm really not ready for that yet. I like the white. It feels open and wide and whatever. So I'm happy to see that I found that little spot where I could have done much better. This spot here, this little double bottom on this 1 minute, it's like a micro double bottom. That's probably where I should have been getting in. So right there, able to hold if I am in the 55. In anticipation of this making a move. It's just like doing this hesitating thing. So if I'm not in at the lows, then it's like, I can't even be in. It's funny because like, oh, I wonder if I had been eating before this, because I feel like I know how to trade this. Like I feel like I can do really, really well on these, but I'm just not trading it well. Like that was a bad entry. Even though I made money, that was a terrible entry. Wow. Just wow. Really? Huh. Right. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I was paused there the whole time. But basically, um, it dips down. I was flat break even. I lose money on the way down on this dip. I buy instantly out of this candle, and I lose the majority of the money. And then on the halt open, it recovers good. I start buying the top here into this consolidation zone and just obliterating myself. And I went on a rant while the recording was paused. Just about there's just so many things wrong with my trading today that I can't write them all down. I can just like cross them off of a list that I have, but it's not like, it's like, what's it gonna do? Like, fucking, I can't actively, like, I can look back on this and I can identify what's wrong with it. And I can be frustrated right now having to like slowly get back into the rhythm of like good trading. And that I can feel it. I can feel the frustration. But there's just so many like little things wrong that it's just like overall I was just off. Like especially in this area. So for example, just like look at all these things that are off. Like this is a pivot higher, and this lower pivot is testing that pivot higher. I trade multiple times with this candle trying to get it, and I lose $100. It's just these back-to-back trades. Just like instantly rebuying just on the uptick, like when it doesn't die. And then, okay, so where the entry would have been, it's okay, you have this. Let's see it maybe dip below 5 and then recover. I don't know. That seemed to work pretty well last time. I don't think it will, but I'm probably going to take it on the uptick here. Like it dips a penny. Like the penny is not the range. The penny, it's like a 10, 15 cent range. And so, oh, there we go. Then I take it out a little. I take it out at 12. I take it out at 12 before it like makes a full expression here. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to happen. Well, And so I was off today. It wasn't like the stock is a hard. It's a obviously hard stock, like no doubt about it. But I was off. It was the same kind of thing that happened with SOPA earlier. It's a hard stock, but I was off. I didn't cut. I would have lost there, but like I wouldn't have lost like 35 fucking cents. Like, and then now I'm making adjustments to my trading setup instead of trading. Like all this bullshit. Come on, which is fine. But then this happens, like, and then I miss it. Like I don't dig it. I don't. I'm like, what the fuck? And I just feel frustrated. I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So let's watch it. Let's see how it is. All right, so there's just a high tick there. Interesting. See how it closes. Okay, maybe take a trade on a down tick. Take a trade right there. Boom. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'm not micromanaging you, baby. Just go. And then it keeps building. And then I'm looking at other shit. What am I doing looking at the other shit? Like, I'm looking at Dom, this dog shit stock. Well, that happens. And then I'm like, I'm going to jump in. Yeah. Okay. So basically, a lot of mistakes. I'm just not. How I can be so out of tune is honestly, honestly beyond me. Like, I know a lot of this stuff I know that I'm doing wrong. So, hmm. And it's not even the the trading of the stock. I got spooked because I tried to play algo games with the algos instead of just like trading the stock and like where it's at. Ugh! This is so frustrating. And then after that, I just don't trade it. And then I'm gonna make some dumb move later on and give back a little bit, and then give back a little bit more, and then whatever. And I'm gonna try to take a dip trade here, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm too slow, too slow. Okay. I don't like how that candle closed, so then it's like whatever, and then I'm like, well, it looks like it's holding. Uh, I wonder if I was making such bad mistakes yesterday. I don't know. Yesterday was a difficult day, to be fair. I thought I did okay, though. I don't know, I have to check it. That was the entry. That's a cut. Hmm. Man. See, like in this situation, I don't know what I would do. This is not kind of what I usually trade. I guess maybe below 5.5. Right there. Boom. Hmm. God, I hate this. Not below 5.5. This is the time when it's doing the stacking. Volume's just coming in, buying the dips. Yeah. I hate this. Okay, so the actual entry here, I would say, was so it pops up high. Initially, I would think, okay, you just buy the close that candle, but no, it's not the entry. The entry is when it pops high and then does this and goes down to like 82, you're just like, oh, buy there. Okay, and then hold, because now this is a perfectly good 1 minute setup, and you'd be like flat right there for a second, but then, whoa, that would be the entry. Okay, wow. I also think for now I have to do a moratorium on watching other people's archives because I'm trying to trade too much like them instead of finding the edges that I can like take advantage of and like not mashing the two styles together. I think that will help for now too. Like I'll watch them like, but I don't know. I need 1,000% attention here. Like this is all I got, man. This is as depressing as it sounds. Like I don't have a college degree. Like I've invested 5 years in this. Like what else am I gonna do? Like it's this or I just run my money out. Like that's literally the only two options. Like I win or I lose. Like there's no mid ground on this. And if there's anything I can do to increase those odds, which there are plenty of things, and I gotta do this. Either I just gotta win. I really have to win. Um, yeah, I have no choice. Boom, right there. Actually, no, not right there. That whole level's too close. Is that glitches? I hate glitches. Glitches are for bitches. Yeah. Something just keeps going up. I mean, if we were to look at it from a 5 minute point of view, this 5 minute close right here was so strong. Look, it already tests low, it confirms the level, and then it's just like off to the races. Like even like this like little micro pullback here after this first candle. Not this one. Although this is okay too. But it blows above 50. Closes right here. Comes bluff. Boom. So many. I know how to trade. I know how to trade. I know how to trade. And I have to figure out what is in between. And I think a little bit of it is this distance, a little bit is the chat room, a little bit is the distracted. nature of watching YouTube, a little bit here, a little bit there. But I can fix this. I have to fix this. And then either that or I can lose. And I can just burn myself out. That's okay too. Okay. So this open was an interesting one. This was now the third halt up under a significant level. So opens flat, it looks like. There's a little dip trade there. And this closes strong into Jesus, wow, was that? Oh, I wasn't paying attention right. All I can say, this is not financial advice, but trading, if you're going to do it, it takes all of your focus. You must be tuned in and so tuned in on every level that you can be to give yourself the best possible chance of winning. And today I just wasn't, you know? I didn't dig myself too big of a hole, but I definitely dug a little bit and, you know, feel like I'm playing in a sandbox now. Okay, so this happens. This closes really strong low. And I'm about to buy here, I think. Dips below. I hesitate. Okay, so now this is going to start going towards the highs here. The break of the halt level. Boom, boom, boom. That would have been a beautiful trade. Okay, so what's this next level? Maybe below 7 or at 7? Nope, just halts up. Cool. I must focus. I must focus and kill all the things that are killing my focus. Unfocused. I was unfocused. So, yeah. One of the main things in the heat of battle, in the heat of trading, battle, same shit, it's really hard to make good decisions. I will say that. It is really hard to make good decisions when consequences are on the line. Yeah, the bouncy ball that I'm sitting on. Okay. See, I already feel better talking with you and going through this nonsense. Alrighty. All right, let's fast forward to this open here. Yep, I'm almost done. All right, well, let's just watch this halt and we'll call it here. Boom, buy. Ooh, look at that. That was crazy. Let me see. Let me see if I would have been able to, what the fill would have been. I don't know if the fill would have been good enough. Buy. Oh, the chart was lagging? Oh my God. That is horrible. Ugh. Ick. All I gotta say. Yeah, sometimes you just can't trust this equipment in these situations. That's why traders have e-signal. I need to make more money. Honey bunny, I need to make more money. All right, so what could I have done here? Well, this close right here, buy that. Sell, buy. Sell. Fuck. Even in practice, I hesitate too long. Okay, so we'll replay this. So I buy for the break of 50. Buy. It's hesitating sell. Okay, that's what I need to do. That's how we need to trade. 1,000% focus. 1,000% focus. All right. So this is going to consolidate. It consolidates here like this, and then it goes up, and then it goes down, it goes around, then it actually keeps going up. Really important one today. I'm going to actually mark this AIFF. Really important to watch. All right. So I'm going to end the video there. I hope you guys were able to learn something, and I appreciate it to just be able to talk to even if it's just to a camera. So this is for my personal log in the future, and then maybe you can derive some value from it. Just yeah, because day trading is risky and it's hard and it's kind of not really a thing. Wait, no, it's not quite right. It's just it's not your best use of your time, really. And I'm just so deep into it, sunk cost loss, that I'm going to do it well. And this is my journey to doing it well. And I don't recommend day trading. Don't trade. This is not financial advice. None of this is. Most day traders lose a lot of money, all of it usually, maybe even more if they're leveraged. So be safe out there. Bon voyage. Nice talking to you. Thanks for watching.